Are you both teammates or rivals? Too often today, gender differences are framed in negative terms: oppressors versus victims, toxic masculinity, misogyny, and more. But what if the real story isn't about a battle for power, but about how men and women shaped each other as allies, complementing one another in the struggle for survival? Let's consider this compassionate perspective. I just returned from the International Positive Psychology Conference, where Professor Roy Baumeister, a leading researcher in the field, gave a fascinating talk titled Rethinking Gender Relations. His call was simple: let's view men and women not through the lens of blame, but through the lens of empathy, acceptance, and cooperation. Here are his key messages. We evolved to where we are today by solving the universal challenges of survival and reproduction. Our unique traits as men and women are the result of these adaptations. Professor Baumeister asked, who is the human male? Is he someone who strives to dominate and oppress women? Or is he primarily a provider, bringing resources to women and children and protecting them from danger? For most of history, men and women survived not as rivals, but as partners, like 2 feet walking forward, right foot, left foot. Without this partnership, humanity would not have endured. A true and unbiased theory must acknowledge both the weaknesses and the strength of men and women. We are used to hearing criticism of men, but criticism of women is often labeled as sexist. As a result, even a valid theory can appear biased. Women were not passive victims. To fulfill the mission of raising children, they bred males into roles of protectors and providers. One could argue that women were the facilitators of this evolutionary innovation and deserve credit for its success. Viewing women as passive victims is not only misleading, but also demeaning. In fact, women influenced men more than the reverse, largely through their power to choose partners. The outcome of this long evolutionary process is the men we see today. Men whose life mission is to care for women and children. Men who work hard to generate resources far beyond their personal needs. Men who strive to maintain security and stability for their families. Men who sacrifice their lives to protect their families and nations. Men who collaborate in groups to produce resources and defend communities. Men who improve social systems to create safer, more prosperous societies. Men who generate wealth, knowledge, technology, medicine, and power. Men who have driven civilization forward, including the liberation and empowerment of women. When our boys and husbands are seen through this lens, we move from rivalry to partnership, from blame to gratitude. That shift changes everything, for men, for women, and for the world our children will inherit.